What's going on, Pokemon trainers? Here in Idaho with William and Alexis. Been wanting to do this deck review for a while. She won states with it, and he basically helped her build it. He's the professor, and she ran with it. So, so yeah. Yeah. If you could start it up. Let's do this.
The whole point of the deck is, of course, is Mega Manetric. What he does is 110 damage. And of course, you put 2 energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. And over the course of the season, there has been multiple variants of this deck. Like, you can just go straight up Manetric, or you can team it up with like some other water Pokemon or any other Pokemon you did. I actually based up an idea of using Ho-Oh. The reason I based the idea of him because the fact of how much energy acceleration Manetric can do. It's just there's so many ideas, so I thought about Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh's attack pretty much does 130 damage, and then does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Of course, the only problem about Ho-Oh is that he does 3 different energy. So so there's a few problems of trying to get the energy going. But of course, if you can find your ways around with energy, there's many. You can get up Ho-Oh. Of course, he does have an ability pretty much heal off 50 damage if he's got fire energy, and we'll get to that later. So of course, with both the Mega Manetric Ho-Oh, that's pretty much our main guys here.
Yeah.
We do have other Pokemon that we talked about, we played all that. Of course, Shaman. Of course, we do up to 2. Pretty much use his sub ability, and if we wanted to, we can Sky Return if we have energy on him, because sometimes late in the game he gets energy and just like. We have 4 different type of Pokemon that she played. I actually play something different here, but I won't get to that. One Pokemon she actually plays is a Jolteon. This is actually one of the new cards that's actually been powerful over the course of the month. Pretty much what he does, we can use his Swift Attack if we wanted to, but most likely we want to use his Flash Ray. Pretty much allows it to stop all damage done to it from basic Pokemon, and over the past month, there's been a lot of basic Pokemon that pretty much attacks for heavy damage, like Night March decks or Yveltal decks, Darkrai, Garantinas, just so many. I mean, of course, EXs, they're all basics, and if you attack with Flash Ray, it just can't hit them. And of course with Flash Ray, it does stop basic, but if you play, but actually have his partner, it's Glaceon. Pretty much same thing like Jolteon.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is it stops evolutions, and there are a few evolution decks out there like Trevenant, Greninja, Vespiquen, Vileplume if people attack with it. The only downfall about it does not stop break. I don't think it stops break evolutions.
That sucks.
But if it does, then this would be pretty much a powerful card. But
Unstoppable.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Another Pokemon she actually plays is Articuno. This is an idea I actually thought about. Recently it was supposed to be another Pokemon. I didn't forget what it was. I think it was like Hoopa. It was Hoopa EX to get the EXs. But I thought about one point at the time of the tournament when she won this was Night March, and Night March was actually a very powerful deck at the time of how fast it was. And of course, this deck is kind of like secondary fast. I thought to myself, like, what is there a way to actually go against Night March if we don't have the Jolteon? And I thought Articuno, but not only to go against Night March, but the fact that it's a good card to actually go against any of those low HP Pokemon, whether they have damage or not. The reason is the Articuno's Tri-Edge does 20 plus 40 more damage for each coin. For each head you get from 3 coins. And the special part about this is that he's got a little Delta effect.
Yeah.
Pretty much if you knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon, you take another prize. So sometimes this could be good against late games, or maybe if you can get off a Shaman, you get 3 prizes.
Right? Yeah.
Or just any EX. So like you get normal Pokemon, you get 2. Take out an EX, 3 prizes. That's really good.
That's cool.
And very special card. She actually has done very well with this Manaphy. We don't. Now, one thing for sure, you don't attack with Manaphy, but it uses Mineral Pump. But it uses ability. Gives it each Pokemon that has water energy, free retreat. And sometimes the Ho-Oh has 2 retreat costs like that. And sometimes if you want to keep attacking with Ho-Oh or just want to keep him off for a bench for a while, if you get because of one of his attacks is water, and if it attacks water, gives free retreat. Of course, Manaphy doesn't have to be in this deck, but she's done really well with it. That's a Pokemon. You got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 Pokemon here.
Plus, it gives you a chance to power up other Pokemon other than if he just free retreat.
Pretty much. That's. I
cool.
mean, it's really good in some cases. And again, if she needed to, she has attack with it, and she did in the finals. It was funny. I saw that.
Nice.
So quickly, trainers. One Muscle Band, one Fighting Fairy Belt. I've actually gone back and forth on playing 2 of these or 2 of these, but I decided to do one because it is like a back and forth offense-defense play.
Yeah.
You get more damage here, or you're going to get more HP. Goes both ways. You can play one of each if you wanted to. 3 Spirit Links helps you Mega Evolve, because one of the things about Mega Evolutions is once you evolve, you end your turn.
Right.
Get a Spirit Link on a Manetric, you able to retreat. Energy Switch. This is actually one of the special cards in this deck. It doesn't seem special. It says move a basic energy from one Pokemon to another. However, the way how it's built on, it's actually, I've done it very well to where, in some cases, you Turbo Bolt. Let's say you have, in some cases, let's say you have the wrong energy, or you just one short on.
That makes sense.
Or you just need to. We have one energy on a Pokemon. Let's just say on either Glaceon, Jolteon, or the Ho. And let's say you have mini energy in play. In some cases, you can do is attach energy for the turn, energy switch, and just you're already set up to go. Or if you know for sure you're going to get knocked out, in some cases, like you know for sure they're going to do something here that's going to knock them out, and you don't want to get rid of that energy, you can move that energy to that one Pokemon to another. Or Manaphy's Aqua Tube, you need
For a free retreat, right?
if you need someone to retreat and you don't want to, and you don't have energy, but you know if you're aggressive, you have a water energy on the bench, and you switch to the active free retreat, and you can either attack again or you just got someone out of the area. I mean, out of the active. I mean, it's works very well too. I mean, some people don't play it. I'm just one of those people who would play it in any energy acceleration decks, just because more
Makes
options.
sense. Yeah.
3 Max Elixirs, another key card in this deck. Pretty much look at the top 6 cards of your deck. If you find a basic energy you find there, you can put it on your bench Pokemon, and pretty much on a basic bench Pokemon. And of course, you have many Pokemon except Manetric. And that's actually another thing about Energy Switch. In some cases, let's say I can't retreat or I just need to attack. If I actually get the Max Elixir, get the energy off to a basic Pokemon, then I would play Energy Switch, put that energy from the bench to the active.
Right.
That way I can be able to attack. So like if I need let's say if I want to do Assault Laser, or if I have a lone guy, attach energy for the turn. If I get the Max Elixir, Energy Switch, and I'm ready to Turbo Bolt.
Yeah.
It helps you in many ways. And of course behind it, you can't see it, Trainer's Mail. That's obviously, look at the top
Staple,
4 cards.
yeah.
4 Ultra Ball, of course.
Always.
Your deck for any Pokemon when you discard 2 cards. 4 Fia Seeker, pretty much allows you to get supporter from your discard pile to the active.
Right, another staple.
To the hand, I meant. Supporters, very weird here. 4 Sycamore, pretty much discard hand, draw 7. We have 2 Lysanders, allows you to switch out one bench to the active. I don't know if you would play 1. A lot of people have done 1 here or there, but we've done 2 just we keep the damage in there. We do have 4 1-ofs of supporters here. We have very interesting here. 1 is X-Maniac, pretty much until the end of your opponent's next turn. All abilities stop, so this is kind of a good card to actually stop abilities. For example, like any Giant War Shuriken decks from Greninja decks, stop Trevenant, stop maybe Shamans if you go Shamans if you're going first. Any other ability that actually is a key that can be Carbon, because sometimes I forgot earlier. The other thing about this is if we have no ways to go against Carbon or anything that says stops EXs. He's a good guide too, so we don't want to go all out
Non-EX
EX.
attacker, yeah.
I forgot to key that earlier. 1 AZ. This is actually a card to where a few things. 1, if we want to get rid of the Shaman.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or let's say you have a Pokemon that's on the brink of knockout, you want to bring it back up. So like if you don't want to bring out, if you know for sure Manaphy, Shaman's going to get knocked out because sometimes these are easy targets for one shots.
Usually does, yeah.
Get rid of them. Or let's say a damaged Pokemon, just get rid of them. 1 N, of course, Shuffle Hand, a new card back in now. Recently, this was a Judge, or a Birch.
Yeah.
I think you just kept with Judge. Yeah, you stay with Judge. Pretty much, that was the only card back then that a couple months to shuffle.
But now
we
it's
can
standard,
use in.
yeah.
Another special card in this, a special trainer in here, is Pokemon Center Lady. This allows you to heal off 60 damage and all special conditions. It's actually a very key card in here in many ways, and I'll explain that in just a moment.
It gets rid of paralyzation.
Get rid of paralyzation, get rid of suspicion conditions, but it'll also heal 60 damage. And the reason I'll explain why I add this. We'll quickly go back. Well, Rough Seas, pretty much, this is actually the card that actually heal most Pokemon here. Allows you to heal off 30 damage from each of your water and lightning Pokemon. And we do have lightning Pokemon as Manetric, Jolteon, Manaphy, Glaceon, Articuno, and and of course allows you to heal off
the majority. Yeah.
Best part about this I like is that in some cases, let's say he's got like 120 damage. You Rough Seas, heal off 30.
That's
Play your center, you heal off 90. So some cases
Boom.
you can heal off 90 from a Manetric. And actually another thing about Ho-Oh, and I'll get to that in just a moment, but using Purifying Fire, you can heal off 50. You do the Center Lady, you can heal off 110 in one turn, and it's like
that's like
honestly,
full HP. That's like max
that's
potion.
literally like if you're going against a mirror match.
Yeah.
Like Turbo will hit him. Purifying Fire, if you have Fire Energy, that you just pretty much that attack meant nothing.
Right.
And of course we play 3, and last but not least we'll get to the energy.
Basically, every Pokemon in here but Shaman could heal on its own.
Pretty much, Rough Seas does all that.
That's good.
And if you want to heal off Shaman, you can. But most likely, if Shaman's not in play, you can start healing up everyone with Rough Seas.
So it's equally offensive and defensive.
Offensive and defensive in most cases like that.
That's well
For
balanced.
water,
A lightning.
Yeah, I can't play this game. Okay. For lightning, pretty much allows you to get the Turbo Bolt from Manetric, and of course,
Power up
Ho-Oh, and Jolteon. So of course, they only have 1 energy to attack, so it's not like you don't need a lot.
Yeah.
3 water, of course Ho-Oh if you because it needs water, and of course
Glaceon is one.
Glaceon, Articuno, and Manaphy. Of course, that's one of the things about Energy Switch is because there's a low line of water to use Manaphy's ability to retreat. Energy Switch does help you out. I mean, she could put in 4, but she's done well with 3. 3 grass. This is only for Ho-Oh because it does require grass again. Ho-Oh does require lightning, water, and grass to attack. So you have 3 different ones right there. And this usually can be on Ho-Oh. And of course, maybe on the Pokemon that needs a colorless energy attack. And of course, 2 fire. It's technically for Ho-Oh's Purifying Fire ability. So if you put a fire energy on Ho-Oh, you're able to heal off 50.
But you usually need 1 Ho-Oh. Just
1 Ho-Oh.
on the bench.
If you're gonna go ahead against heavy fighting, then you can just get 2
Yeah.
because it is resistant to fighting, and actually one of the weaknesses of the deck is fighting. Both to Jolteon and Mega Manetric. Ho-Oh is resistant, so you can find ways to go against it. But 1 or 2 is what she wanted to play. She's doing well. If you can do 1 for that, but if you want to try and find ways to do heavy healing off of Ho-Oh, if you're attacking with them, then 2 is okay.
Yeah.
That's the deck. So pretty much again, attack with Mega Manetric, energy acceleration to either Ho-Oh or to any of the Pokemon here, and that's pretty much it.
Cool. So Alexis, in your opinion, what is your best startup? Like when you start, what do you want to expect? Your Ultra Balls? What do you want to get out in the beginning? What's your best play? What's the best case scenario?
I want to at least power up Manetric so I can Mega Evolve
So this guy.
next turn.
Be able to get it first turn here,
Yep.
second turn.
Using your Spirit Link.
Get the Spirit Link going.
And plus, I want to at least try to get a setup where I can do heavy damage too.
Cool.
And I kind of don't want Rough Seas first try because counter stadiums, you know?
Yeah.
kinda
They take
good,
it
like-
off, right?
It's kind of good until when they start hitting you, then do it. That's if you're able to keep it secret until they can actually do something, or they don't know hey, are you playing Rough Seas? Do you have it? But in most cases, it's just good to wait until they play theirs.
But that's what I kind of expect. I do good at every hand I get.
So
But if
it's
it's a really bad hand, no.
You do really well. I've seen you play over the course of tournaments. You have to have really good hands, and sometimes when you have those bad hands, you always get that 1 card. But if it was bad hands, you know how to handle it very well. But in most cases, you have done really good hands for sure.
cool. All right, thanks guys. Appreciate the deck review. Here's the code card for today. Thanks for watching Paco's Pokevlog. See you later, guys.